Yo, y'all been to Chicago, right?
Once.
Speaking of Chicago, real quick, I just want to say R.I.P. to Duck.
Yes.
I mean, Duck passed away. Drill has been. I've had a love-hate relationship with drill music from Chicago. I really enjoyed it when it first came out. I mean, when Lil JoJo was out, when Chief Keef was first out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So many people have passed away. I don't even know how to feel about it. To be honest, Lupe said it's hard to listen to music when they talk about killing when they're actually killing, and I felt that.
When did he say that?
But, I don't.
Was it recently?
I think it's when he reacted to Duck passing away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently when Duck got shot, it's like the equivalent if somebody got shot by like Rockefeller Plaza. Like
wow,
he got shot
really?
like right downtown.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Well,
it's crazy.
R.I.P. Prayers to him and the family, and man,
It's just a sick environment though, because
really
I don't want to talk ill about the dead, but he actually had a song a couple months before passing when he was dissing, dead people. You know what I'm saying? Other people who had passed away, and it's just it's just weird because I think that like there is power in like what you say and how you speak, and you attract that energy. Like energy is like magnetic. And if you're going to be real malicious with yours, you're going to be real dark with yours. And that's not like an indictment to who he is or anything, because I understand that it's an environmental issue over there in Chicago. But just be mindful, because, Chance is from Chatham. But, Chance is from there. Chance is from the south side of Chicago. And, Chance manifested a whole different destiny for himself.
Yeah.
So, like, just,
I agree. I feel like family's a big reason for that too, man. I was reading a lot about Chance, and he has a really good family dynamic. I think with his dad, I believe he's also like a politician himself,
right?
He has helped Chance's career. Like, he was very involved with his career, as well as his as well as like he was balancing the career and his life as a politician as well. So, man, families are very important. Seriously.
They're huge, especially a father that's involved in a young man's life, in their son's life.
I would ask that question.
It really drastically changes the outcome of, like, statistically.
What's your opinion on music as far as like an influence? Because I know the debate exists on whether the music is just a reflection of what's going on, or if the music can accelerate what's going on, or if the music creates certain situations. It was like, for example, the drill scene was all about, killing your ops. Like, that was, smoking on your dead op, right? Like, you had opposition, you had rivals. If they died, you made a song about how celebrating that person's death. If you have a problem with someone, you make a song about how you're going to catch them in traffic. You're going to kill them and all that. Now, while this existed before drill music, right? Chicago has always been a city with gang activity. Do y'all feel like people should be more responsible with the music they make, even if they're like 16, 17 and that's all they know? Or like it's just a response to what's happening?
I want to say that that's a really good question. I also would like to say that what I believe that music, no matter what kind of music you create, and we can go as far as like little nursery rhymes and nursery songs that kids sing, to kind of memorize certain things, or to something as epic as what you was just talking about with drill music. I didn't even know half of the stuff about that with drill music. That's what it was all about. Paying homage to the dead, and like, next time I see you, I'll get you. Like we have to admit that music is a message. It has a message. Any kind of music, it delivers something to someone, whether it's a group of people or maybe it could be on a global scale, or maybe it could be just that one person, but other people can somewhat relate to it. It's literally all about messaging, and how you communicate that message. I think that is really important to always know exactly what your message is going to be. And if your message is like, yo, I'm gonna come and get you one of these days as a term of revenge, that's a message that you're paying homage to other people, younger kids that's listening to it. You're listening to other people are listening to that. Police could be listening to that. They use that as a means to probably
that's a fact.
Use that as a means as evidence to say that things like this has happened,
or even to make judgments about
or going to transpire.
To make judgment, they could use it as a means to make judgments about the community as a whole as well. Like, it's like, see, like look, there's the proof. These people are savages in this neighborhood. These people are just wild in this, like that. They could use that as a definition.
Do you remember when Snoop and Death Row was becoming a big thing, and then they had like these group of mothers and like parents that was like throwing the CDs and cassettes in trash and burning them, saying like, yo, this is rubbish, this is trash, this is the type of music they will listen to. Like that's a reaction to that. But I also feel like they weren't doing that for other artists as well.
That's true.
But I don't know how deep we want to get into it, but I'm just saying,
I'd be wondering like if hip hop was popular in our communities, like, when the Crips and the Bloods got started, when Gangs of Chicago was around too, the music that was popular was like funk and soul, and they was still killing people.
Yep.
So you could kill somebody with a Curtis Mayfield record too. You know what I'm saying? And Curtis Mayfield's not really talking about something crazy.
So I think of a couple things that come to my mind. Like, have y'all recently heard Lil Baby's song, the Bigger Picture?
Yeah, that joint trended.
Yeah, it's a dope song. Mad props for him. One of the things that he even said in it was,
he caught heat for that.
Why?
For how Twitter be.
Yeah.
For like, he had a line in there like, "I love white people" or something like that. But he was like he has loved ones who are white. Something to that effect.
I know he said something to the effect of like he's not. Something to the effect of like he's not. Something to the effect of like not putting that much emphasis on color, but showing love.
Right.
like something to that effect. He did say, I could see how it could be controversial. Like one of the statements he says, like, I know not every cop is racist, but at the same time, he's acknowledging the other side of it. I think it was a raw type of like, I'm in the middle of this battle and trying to figure this out myself, and here's the real deal of what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. But one of the things he said on that track was, I know I'd be talking about killing and drugs, but I'm also, but I'm also trying to tell these kids to vote, stuff like that. Like, he brought up something that,
it's like putting the medicine in the can.
Yeah, but I respected it because he's acknowledging it. He's like, I know that the messaging that I put out is not the best. I know that I talk about, killing and drugs and stuff like that.
Let's get to
However, I also talk about this, and I admired him saying that.
Do you guys remember? Well, more importantly to Alive, do you remember our song "Automatic Straps"?
Yes.
So I wanted to get to this. I wanted to talk about how we were rappers. We were rap.
I didn't even get to answer the question fully. I really had. I've had an opinion about this for years. Okay.
Go ahead.
So I brought that Lil Baby thing up for a reason. Then recently, I don't know if y'all heard it, John Lewis talking about the music during the time where he used to be involved in the civil rights movement and all that, right? And he talked about the music gave energy to the movement. You know what I mean? The music was a powerful motivator for the movement and what they were trying to achieve. So I have always thought that music is extremely influential. I remember one time there was a set of rappers in an award show, and these rappers, it was during the time where people were getting on these rappers about, you know, what the content they're putting out. And they brought, you know, I think Wayne was one of them, by the way. Lil Wayne was one of them. They brought out kids with them on stage while they were accepting an award. And essentially they were saying, like, you know, they're trying to make a statement and say that it's the parents' job to monitor the kids and what they're listening to, right? Which you do have a point. Yes, it is the parents' job to monitor the children, what they're listening to, and all that. But at the same time, I feel like it was a complete overlook of those same places that they came from, you know, where, you know, they might have a lot of kids in the neighborhoods who really listen to these artists and look up to them in so many ways in their music is people that a lot of people that don't have you know, like fatherless childs, for example, you know, fatherless children, you know, neighborhoods where they're for multiple reasons there might not be as much parental engagement, you know, and what ends up happening is, just like in these neighborhoods where a drug dealer can become the role model, you know, the gang becomes something that is admired and sought after because it has that family aspect. It has that looking out for each other, protecting each other, and meeting each other's needs as well. Like, you need money, you need food, and like, you're home, I got you, stuff like that. So I feel like artists oftentimes don't assume the responsibility that they have as artists to and what they put out there. You know, it can be thrown on the parents and stuff like that, and I get that, but I feel like it's not acknowledging the reality that you're likely a more powerful voice in that kid's life than anyone else. You know,
that's
like,
a fact for me personally, and I know
I know for me as well.
I was home.
Same here.
Dolo.
Yeah.
Like for forever. Like, I was either outside,
And it doesn't mean that your parents are terrible people or they didn't love you or whatever. It's just different, man.
It's just the nature of the beast.
They was working.
And I don't know if it's a urban, I don't know, like
Listen, I was either
inner city type of thing. I don't know.
From when I was 10 years old, I was either outside on the block or I was inside watching whatever, like, the media was pumping.
Yeah.
And at the time, mainstream media and the block was like really hand in hand, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, 50 was popping at the same time that the shooters around my way was popping. So it was like, you know, it was both influences was there. So I did want to say this.